What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So for this horror trailer review, we have our first trailer for Hallow Road trailer. Rosamund, Pike, and Matthew Rhys take an unnerving drive. So if you haven't heard of this film, it wasn't covered all that much during last month's SXSW festival. That's where it did premiere. Again, we got a lot of information that came out of that festival last month for a good, 7 to 10 days, it felt like. It would just seem like every day we kept getting more and more information about the various horror films, even various first reviews that were coming out. And we did purposefully ignore a lot of the reviews that were making their way out on horror films because, one, some of those we didn't have trailers for yet, which we're just now starting to get, like this one here. But also, I don't want, as you've heard me say before, when it comes to like reading synopsises and summaries for trailers, specifically for trailers, I don't want to poison the well. I want us to be able to, especially for me, I want to be able to experience the trailer without knowing full well what the movie is about or full well someone's review on the film. I want to watch the trailer for pretty much for what it is, based on like a 2 or 3 sentence synopsis, but also I want to be able to watch the movie for what it is. I'm not one, as you've heard me again say, I won't allow critics or other people's perception, thoughts, opinions about a movie to sway me. I'm gonna go watch it for myself, and if I enjoy it, great. If I don't, that's fine too. So again, this one came out of SXSW last month. Not a lot was said about it. Usually we would have heard something, but we now finally have a full trailer for it. This does come out, last I checked, was May 16th, I believe, but that's only for the UK. That's the only region I can find that it is getting a full cinema release. Has not yet gotten a US date determined yet. Now, unless this article has something different to say about that, that was the last bit of information I found. And as you can see, this trailer just dropped about an hour or so ago. So we're going to take a look, like we normally do. We're going to take a look at the article details, see if there's a brief synopsis there. If there is, we'll read through it, and then we're going to jump right over to the trailer and then give our final thoughts on the film. So, Rosamund Pike, one of the last things I saw her in, which I really enjoyed, which was Gone Girl, as it mentions here, and Matthew Rhys, The Americans, another great TV series. If you haven't seen that, also he's in the, which I'm not even sure if it's still even going, is the reboot or remake of Perry Mason, which I believe it was Perry Mason that he did. Again, great actor though. But The Americans, if you haven't seen that, it's about him and his wife are Russian spies that are in America, feeding information back to Russia. And it's really based around, I want to say it's around within the 80s, late 70s into the 80s time period. Either way, great series. Has nothing to do with horror, but still a great show to go take a view on. Race Against Time and Hallow Road trailer. The psychological thriller will be released in the UK theaters on May 16th via Universal. US distribution has not yet been set. Okay, so pretty much confirming what I just said. Yeah, I wasn't for sure if this may have changed based on what we were getting ready to read. Sounds like this has not changed. The UK will still get this on May 16th, and it sounds like the US may have to wait a bit. Hopefully we'll get it in 2025. If not, sometimes I've seen films like this drop in the UK or drop in other regions, and the US typically will wait almost a year before we get a theatrical release, or it just makes its way to digital and video on demand, never getting a theatrical release. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. So it looks like we have the synopsis here. 2 parents receive a distressing late night call from their teenage daughter who has just accidentally hit a pedestrian. They jump in their car racing to get there before anyone else stumbles across the scene. As they head deeper into the night, disturbing revelations threaten to tear the family apart as they soon realize they might not be the only ones driving down Hallow Road. All right, so we have some additional casting here. So this is a review, so as you can see here, I wrote a review out of SXSW. I'm not reading this. I'm actually just going to bypass it altogether. I will put the link for this article in the description of this video like I always do. So if you want to come back and check out this article and read that review, you can do so, but I'm skipping over it. I don't want to read the review at all. We have the trailer, which we're going to look at, and then we have the poster here. Pretty nice looking, clean poster. I do like this. As you've all heard me say, I do like it when they keep the posters fairly clean. Now, the only thing I would change is just getting rid of all this additional small text down here, and then just really just have the title here And even with the actress and actress's name, I would maybe even remove that as well, but at least it's there. It's somewhat small. It is fairly clean, and it goes from a color contrast with the road that's right here, that's going down the middle, and then these like lens flares, so to speak, on either side of the titles of the name. So, all right, so that's I think, yeah, that's the end of this article. So we're gonna jump back to the top real quick. All right, so let's pull up the trailer and see what we got.
Alice,
Whoa, what? What's happened?
she hit someone with her car.
She's not moving. Mum. Dad. What do I do?
What about the ambulance?
They're not here.
You have to listen to Mum, all right?
Okay, remember the chest compressions.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
She can't do this.
She has to. Don't let her die, Alice. She won't ever forget her face, Frank.
This isn't working. Get off the road. Run!
Dad, I can see you.
No, that's not us. That's somebody else's car.
Hello? Oh, no.
She's been seen.
My husband and I can help if there's been an accident.
Alice, make her leave.
No, honestly, I'm fine. What were you doing in the woods?
Alice, go back to the car.
She can't do that. The police will find out.
Do it!
We're here to help.
Quickly! They're there!
Please!
What about the girl?
Her face is changing! You all asked for this.
So I'm not really sure what to make of that trailer, or even with the synopsis that we read. So two things that stood out to me was, once the parents were called and they're on their way there, we got a couple, I don't know if they were flashbacks or shots of what of the house, where they live. We saw what appeared to be like a broken glass on the floor. Then we saw some picture frames, and then we overheard the mother saying, she'll never forget this, or she'll never forget her face, something to that nature. And then at the end of the trailer, whoever, showed up on scene said, you all asked for this. So, and for the majority of the trailer, we're really just seeing, except for the very first part when the phone call is made, the parents are in the car pretty much the entire time on the phone, telling their daughter, do CPR, press, and then trying. It sounds like she's trying to revive her if she wasn't breathing. But then also, it sounded like the daughter said she ran into the woods. Now I'm not sure if that was because she saw the other car coming, and then that's when we see the father saying, "Hey, that's not us." And then we obviously hear whoever showed up say, "What are you doing out here in the woods?" This is, listed as a psychological thriller. I'm wondering if the majority of this film will be following the parents in the car outside the few scenes that we saw. One, when they first get the call, and two, when they show up on scene, and then seems like they realize their daughter is not there anymore, and whoever did show up may have taken her. But that last line, though, again, you all asked for this, really plays a part into whatever those flashback scenes were that we saw that broken glass on the ground. Something transpires, and now the parents are going to have to pay for whatever they either did at one point or recently did, because again, the trailer doesn't really tell us what exactly is happening. But the parents look obviously very nervous and trying to make sure no one stumbles across, or no one else drives down this road and comes across this accident as they're trying to get there first. So I for one, like psychological thrillers. I am intrigued by this one, but I don't think I have enough information to say, yeah, I'm fully bought in. I'm excited to see this one. I think we're going to need to see another, at least I'll need to see another trailer that gives us a little bit more context as to what's going on, how this is going to play, and if the whole film is going to take place primarily focused on the parents inside their car trying to track down their daughter. Because even when they show up on scene, had she have hit somebody and trying to do CPR on them, you would think the body would still be there if the daughter ran out into the woods, unless, again, whoever showed up took the body, or maybe that was just a ploy to get the daughter to pull over. Someone, you know, pretended to get hit. They truly didn't get hit, and the daughter didn't kill them. Who knows, right? So Hallow Road coming out on May 16th in the UK. US date release yet to be determined, but as soon as we see anything new about this, we'll make sure to bring it to you all, especially if we get a new trailer. But I imagine with May 16th just right around the corner, we might get a TV spot, one more TV spot, and I don't know if we're necessarily going to get another full trailer. We could, but I find it probably doubtful. Now, if it gets a US release, we will probably get a newer trailer. Maybe this one extended a little bit, because this was only about 1 minute and 28 seconds long. So we could get another trailer where they just take this one and extend it a bit for the US release. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the trailer for Hallow Road. If you have heard anything other things about it, again, drop a comment in the comment section. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Peace.